A mother and her child moved house trying to leave their dark and bad past. But when they moved to their new house, the woman and her child experienced a strange and scary incident. It turned out that they were terrorized by a lake monster near the new house. This woman's name is Laura. With her son named Cody, they went from the previous city to a smaller city, leaving their bad past. Laura divorced her ex-husband because of his bad treatment of Laura. Their journey turned out to be quite far, until finally they arrived at their new residence. Laura did not buy the house, but rented it from the owners, Mr. and Mrs. Lantry. Laura was given the key to her house and hoped that Laura could be comfortable there. Even so, Mrs. Lantry's gaze made Laura a little uncomfortable. A fairly large house with furniture in it. The house itself is far from neighbors and the city. Behind the house, there turned out to be a fairly large lake. Maybe Cody could play there. Laura unpacked her belongings in her new room. He also brought a photo of a woman standing next to his car. It was not explained who the woman was. The next day, Cody was bored playing inside the house, so he wanted to play outside. But Laura asked him not to play too far. Cody did not realize that he was near the lake. Laura called out and looked for Cody. In between that, Cody seemed to see a splash of water in the lake, like there was a figure that was going to come out. Then not long after Laura came to find Cody there, Cody should not have gone playing too far. That night, Laura relaxed watching television. She was also almost asleep, but it seemed like something came and entered their house. Something entered Cody's room until Cody shouted, calling Laura. Cody said there was something scary entering his room. There was a monster. But Laura didn't believe it. Maybe Cody was tired while playing this afternoon. Because he was afraid to sleep alone, Cody asked Laura to leave his bedroom door open. The next day, Cody was time to go to school, a new school, and of course new friends. Laura hopes that Cody can mix with his new friends, while Laura herself gets a new job in the small town. Getting to know her co-workers briefly and starting work. Then in the afternoon, Laura picks Cody up after school. That day, the weather was fine. After Laura's activities watching television, then her phone rings. But no one was there. The television suddenly turned off and there were torn marks on the sofa that she had just sat on, even though it was fine earlier. The phone rings again and it's Laura's mother. Laura's mother talks about Laura's ex-husband. Why does their relationship have to be like this? Let the past pass, but Laura doesn't need to stay away from her old life. Go back there, or maybe her mother comes to live with them. Unfortunately, Laura doesn't want that. Meanwhile, Cody gets terrorized again by something that scares him. Cody screams until Laura comes to him. Cody tries to explain and says that a monster has entered his room. But Laura still doesn't believe in such things. The next day, Laura calls a doctor who gives her a sedative. It turns out that Laura has been consuming it all this time. But for what? Is it because of stress because of her relationship with her ex-husband? After that, Laura tried to go to Mr. Lantry's house. Laura just wanted to tell them that the television in the house she rented was broken. Laura hoped that Mr. Lantry could fix it, but Mrs. Lantry did not agree, because it was the tenant's responsibility. Day by day, Cody saw more and more clearly that there was really a monster that appeared from the lake behind his house. Cody hid under the blanket, hoping the monster couldn't hurt him. Outside the house, there was a strong wind. Laura heard the sound of a dog barking. Laura tried to go out and see what was going on. She didn't realize that there was really a monster in the house. The monster entered Cody's room and tried to take him, while Laura suddenly couldn't enter the house because the door was locked. So she broke the window and headed for Cody. Meanwhile, Cody was still trying to get away from the monster. When Laura arrived at Cody's room, she saw Cody silent. As if nothing had happened, Laura reported the incident to Mr. and Mrs. Lantry. She explained what happened last night, but they didn't believe it. Maybe it was just a raccoon that entered the house. It seemed useless to report this to them. Laura would rather improve Cody's mental state by taking him for a walk to play in the park. Cody didn't want to mingle with the others, even though Laura forced Cody to keep saying that they wouldn't play with him. Cody tried what Laura asked, but the result was that Cody was shunned by them. When he was at home that night, Cody drew a monster figure that entered his room. The monster looked like a woman. Laura asked who the woman was. Cody said she was his friend. She was nice. Since then, Cody seemed to be visited by the female monster. Even strange events befell Laura. She hallucinated as if she was drowning in water. What really happened? Every day, Cody almost always drew the monster in his sketchbook, and that made Laura upset. Laura tried to tear the paper, but Cody got angry until Laura was thrown away. That night, strange events reappeared. The monster haunted them again. But Cody was happy. Laura asked Cody to take shelter in her room. But not long after Cody pointed behind Laura, the monster was facing Laura directly. Laura couldn't do anything, but after a while, Laura fainted and woke up. Laura wanted to invite Cody to leave the house. They weren't safe there. The funny thing was Cody didn't want to leave the monster and wanted to talk to her. Laura became emotional, plus her car wouldn't start. In the end, they slept in the car that night. The next day, Laura gave Cody an invitation for his friends to come to Cody's birthday party. Then Laura tried to call someone who could exorcise demons. But before she could talk, the connection was cut off. Laura saw a photo of a woman next to her car. Who do you think the woman was? Since meeting the monster, Laura seemed to have lost her way. Her vision seemed to float and was unclear. Laura tried to talk to Mrs. Langtry again to help her exorcise the monster in the house she lived in. But Mrs. Langtry felt that Laura was crazy. There was no monster there. To forget the bad incident yesterday, Laura prepared birthday decorations at her house. Everything was ready, but until the evening, none of Cody's friends came home. Laura tried to encourage Cody. Maybe they came late because his house was the furthest away. Until the next day, Laura accidentally dropped Cody's school bag, which contained many invitations that Cody should have given to his friends. That means Cody didn't give the invitations. Cody said it was useless, because his school friends definitely wouldn't come. Day by day, Laura felt her body was having problems. Her vision was sometimes blurry, and the world seemed to melt. Laura made her condition worse by drinking until she was drunk. Then that night she saw Cody walking towards the lake. Laura saw Cody being taken by the monster, and Laura chased him into the water. Luckily, Laura was still able to get Cody back. Because of Laura's condition, which was not possible, and her focus was damaged, Laura was fired from her job. Laura should have been able to do better than this. Even though at that time, her boss wanted to help Laura by going to a psychiatrist, but Laura refused and badmouthed her boss. Laura was getting more and more insane. She went drinking at a bar, then danced with an old man there. Until one day, Laura didn't find Cody at school. Where was he? Laura asked every child there, but no one knew or saw Cody. Not long after the police came and helped Laura, Laura was invited to the police station to explain what happened to Cody. Surprising facts are revealed here. The sheriff knows the background of what happened to Laura. Laura used to have a husband and Cody. At that time, Laura went to the store to buy something, leaving Cody with his father. Unfortunately, Cody played in the pool and drowned until his life could not be saved. In other words, Cody had died a few months ago. What happened to Laura now was just her hallucination. She still couldn't forget and miss Cody. Even when Laura returned home, she saw a lot of messy things. Her hallucinations still felt Cody was there. Laura didn't want Cody to leave her. But Cody had to go, and he said Laura had to let him go. He went with the lake monster. Even though it was hard, but it had to happen. Because Cody was gone, Laura and Cody went to the edge of the lake. Then the monster appeared and turned into the figure of the woman in the photo. It turned out that the woman was Laura's grandmother when she was young. She also experienced a tragic death, died by drowning. Laura had to realize that Cody was gone. She had to live this reality and continue living.